It's a huge issue, and if he's talking about security, we have a lot of military-age men from Albania, from other places, some with criminal records, coming into this country by their hundreds or thousands every day. We need to stop the boats coming and basically tow them back to France. I would say the Rwanda scheme that everyone in the Conservative government is pushing is not going to do anything. We haven't had a single flight to Rwanda, and it's not actually a deportation scheme. It's an exchange scheme. It's a one in, one out. We fly some people to Rwanda, and some people get flown back to Rwanda, so we don't actually have a net decrease in migration. We need to push the boats back to France. France won't be happy.
But they're not going to do it. But David, they're not going to do it. And no matter who it is...
Well, I would do it. If I was in government.
But hang on, let me get this straight then, because you say you would do it, and I sit here every day, by the way, and say they should do it as well. But the reason they're not doing it is because of technicalities of the law. So if you was in charge, you're saying you would do it, leader of the Heritage Party, say the Heritage Party was running the country, what would you do then about the laws that seem to be restricting the people from doing it now?
Well, there's certain things that we need to come out of immediately. We need to come out of the ECHR, the European Convention on Human Rights, which the human rights lawyers always use to try to sue the government, stop the government from doing these kind of things. We also need to come out of the UN Migration Compact, the Barcelona Declaration, the Marrakesh Declaration, which are these international agreements to make migration regularized. And then, basically we need to say any boats coming across, we don't help them for a start, because what's happening is the border force and the RNLI, just a second, the border force, the RNLI are actually going out to meet boats in the middle of the channel, some of them being escorted by the French Navy. And this is, what's been reported by citizen journalists like Steve Laws and Active Patriot and so on. We see this happening. We see the sort of satellite route maps of the French Navy escorting the boats. That needs to stop, and then the Navy, the British Navy, needs to stop them, and the British Border Force needs to stop escorting them to Dover and escort them back to the beaches in France.